Hey guys, welcome back. So, I was reading some other Star Trek Fleet Command YouTubers channels, and it seems like there's not a really good station raid video. So, being that that's what I do and I do a lot of it, I thought I would show everyone here basically how it works. Also, I'm going to take a look and see what I won from that event. Alright, so I ranked 8 in support the Federation. So I got 10,000 Federation points, 75 credits for the Federation store, and 5 Kirk shards. Not bad. Alright. And I'll pop some of these crates. I got 150. And so basically, I was hunting Klingon level 29 to 31 explorers. So let's see what we got. That's alright. Not horrible. Nothing all that special. I got about 15 Latinum. I'm looking for blueprints from the tier 3 ships. Got a Horizon blueprint. After I just built one. Nothing all that special here. Lots of 3-star parts, which is always good. Oh, there we go. There's a Bortus and a Horizon blueprint. So, not bad. Alright, so here we are. So, you can kind of see I'm bubbled up. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that what you're rating is worth rating and you're going to get something for it. So if I look at this max station right here and click on their rewards, I see he's got 12,000 dilithium, 70k par steel, and 120k tritanium. I know from my experience that I'm not going to be able to pull any par steel or tritanium from him. I'll probably be able to get away with about 10,000 dilithium if I were going to go for him. For me, that's such a small amount. It's not worth my time. However, this max station over here is... He's got 1.39 million par steel, 7,000 dilithium, 88,000 tritanium. That one is definitely worth my while because par steel is very rare at the upper levels because the buildings cost so much par steel to upgrade. He's got 3 ships in, so let's take a look at what those are. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, a Turas, Atala, an Envoy, and his station. Alright, let's take a look at his station. So, let's see. He's got 3 turrets, as you can see right here. And each turret is going to be firing at about 14.9. So you need a ship that can withstand that times 3. So about 45,000 rating or higher if there were no ships in there. Since he has ships in there, it'll be a struggle for some players out there who can't match that. But my Kumari is pretty strong. So I'll go back here and let's go visit him. One thing is about the Horizon. Horizon is really good at base rating. However, it will not engage battleships of any kind, only other survey ships, which is not a good thing. So if this base had no ships in it, I would send my North Star. But since it has ships in it, I'm going to send my Kumari. Let's see. That'll drop my peace shield, which is fine. And there we go. He's going to blow me up probably. Yep, which is fine. Alright, so this is what happens when you raid a base. there's going to be a 5-minute peace shield that pops up automatically on the defender. That's giving the player 5 minutes to get online, put a shield up, move their station, do whatever they're going to want to do. So right now we're waiting for that. What we want to do is we want to go look at the battle report and see what happened. Alright, so he lost all 3 ships. And I almost cracked the hull. Went down by half. One thing to know is that the hull and shields will regenerate over time. The shields will regenerate much faster than the hull. But if it's been destroyed, they will not. We can also look at the battle log and take a look at his officer abilities kicking in. My officer ability kicking in over here. Well, that's interesting. The defense platforms are dealing a lot less damage than I thought they would. So you can kind of see how many rounds this will go through. Round 2. Round 3. And oftentimes more officer abilities will engage during this time frame. It doesn't look like that's happening here. So this is a great way to look in here and see what's going on. Because if you have an officer ability, like right here, Chang's Maneuver, Cry Havoc, 20% to damage if the opponent's hull health is under 60%. So that's what happens when I crack part of his hull, is my officer kicked in. And you can definitely play with different things. And then also, another thing you can do is kind of watch, since you can't attack him for 5 minutes, kind of watch where you see these 3. If you see ships that start to reappear in those slots, it means that that player is repairing their ships. This is a strategy in upper level base raids where players, they won't put up a shield, but they'll keep repairing their hull and their ships, because when a hull is cracked, it is so much easier to go in there and raid the station. So a lot of players in an alliance will say, hey, can you crack this hull for me? And I'm one of those guys that will go in and crack a hull so other players can raid the station. So keep that in mind, that players can play a little different strategy when it comes to that. There's a lot of talk of base raids, and there's a lot of players who get very emotional, very heated, and what you just have to remember at the end of the day is it's just a game. Unfortunately, you can steal things that people have actually paid real money for, and I'm not going to get into the argument whether or not I agree with that. However, it is what it is. If I'm the kind of player that if a player asks me politely to step down from my raid, I'll do it. I'm not raiding a base to make somebody quit the game, to hurt anyone, to do anything like that. I just simply need a lot of resources at my level. And this is how the game is engineered and built around. If a player sends me a message and says F you, uses derogatory words, I will raid him until there's nothing left. And if he repairs his ships, I'll blow him up again. Manners go an incredibly long way in this game. If you're respectful and if you talk to people very normally, I would say a lot of people will give you respect and a lot of people will leave you alone. Some might. I mean, some people are just plain dicks out there. Now look at that. His shield just dropped. So I need to go back in with my Kamari and finish off the hull of his station. And then see those 3 boxes right down here? That means my cargo is full. So I'm going to recall that. I'm going to bring in my horizon. I'm going to repair that. Manage this. Swap this out for my other envoy. And recall that. Bring this baby in. Come on. I wish Scopely would fix that. I don't like that it always zooms in or zooms out. Oh, that was the wrong ship. I did not want my North Star in there. So I'm going to be using 2 envoys. Recall that. Bring in the North Star. Or Horizon, I should say. And I love this Horizon. 225,000. I still need to get it higher tiered. So you can tell that the shields are taking a hit, but I'm letting them regenerate, which is why I'm alternating between ships. Eventually, if the hulls start to crack too low, I'll just repair them. But I'm pretty sure this guy is going to run out of resources before that happens. And then let's take a look. All right. Oh, that's still full. Let's see how much he has. I'm going to bring in the Horizon because this should finish him off. All right, so you see over here on the Horizon that it's not all the way full. That means the base is empty. So recall him. And this is what an empty base looks like now. So as you can see, he still has bare minimum because the research he's done, the vaults that he's created, the upgrades to the Par-Seal, Tritanium, and Dilithium is not letting that be rated. And just to show you, if I did, let's see. I get 175. So you can trickle it out, like, I mean, because if you keep doing it, then I think it's going to be so incredibly small. It's not worth the damage you're taking, like 97. So that's pretty much how you rate a base. It can definitely get a little bit more difficult, especially the higher level you get. But if you guys have any questions on rating a base, feel free to drop a question. Make sure you hit subscribe, like this video, share it with all your friends, and let me know what kind of videos you want. I would love to make anything that will help people out with the game. I'm going to be working on a video to Scopely about all our complaints. I'm still working on that one. And I will be working on one on ships as well, and rating when it comes to mining resources. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.